had a desert. Now, just like all of our rides here at Six Flags, we have some safety rules. I need you guys to remain seated and seat permanent for the entire duration of the tour. It does get bumpy. We don't want to have anybody new to the actual tour. Also, make sure that all food and drinks are put away as well. It's not a part of our animal's daily food diet, but it does pose as a choking hazard while announcing truck. However, like most of you are already doing, take as many pictures as you want without it by another very picture on every job, ready to go to the sides, because we cannot stop and pick them up, and I cannot guarantee anything will get back into the blue. We're not do without a few key marks left from now. Now, some of our animals are free roaming, and they may come up to the truck. I must ask you, refrain from reaching out and hitting any of these animals, because we are in a no-touch state. Yes, Jersey is a no-touch state, and we will be punished. Which is bad for all of us. Who wants to get kicked out of Six Flags for petting a giraffe? Let's race next to the giraffe. They may come up to the truck, they may slumber on you. I apologize. And last but not least, please make sure to keep your arms, your legs, your limbs, your head, your hands, and other extremities on the inside of the truck at all times, because there are several objects that get rather close to these trucks, and I don't want anybody to become hurt or harmed by any of them. Section of Tigers Asiana. We're going to be saying hello to our very first skateboarder. Her name is Jen. She'll be hanging out on our right. Hey, Jen! Hello! And some of the animals are hanging out in this section. I'm going to point them out. We have the male guy, the largest animal species, and that's a black buck. That one's from the ground. And it likes hanging out with the male guy. Our first official section is the Americas with the North and South American animals, and I'm going to have a tongue twister here. So, hanging out on our right, we're going to be seeing the bison, the American bison, the largest animal species in North America, getting up to 2,200 pounds. Despite their size, can run just as fast as a horse. It's 35 miles per hour. While the Roosevelt elk are on our left, getting up to 1,200 pounds. The males are the only ones that get the antlers. Those antlers will have a velvet material on them. This helps them grow. It sends a lot of nutrients to the antlers so that they can grow. At the end of the mating season, they will lose their antlers. And then they start the process all over again. We have baby bison. The babies are a bright rust orange color. When they are first born, they are 30 pounds. And then we have the fallow deer on our left. They are cousin to the white-tailed deer. They are actually introduced to America from Europe. But I wonder, can you spot the difference between them and a white-tailed deer? Spots are correct. They get to retain their spots throughout their entire lives, while white-tailed deer lose their spots as they get older. Now, during the 1800s, the American bison was actually hunted to near extinction. Our 26th president, Theodore Roosevelt, noticed this and put in conservation laws that mitigated how many could be hunted at a given time. They are now well over 500,000 American bison in the United States. Oh yeah, I had to look that one up. And now, as a result of their history, they are now our national mammal as of 2 years ago. But thanks to Theodore Roosevelt being our very first conservationist, he had the Roosevelt elk named after them. He didn't name them. Our country decided to do that. And if you end up seeing a bunch of large flightless birds walking around, they are not the ostrich. They are rheas. They are found in South America. They're barely about 5 to 6 feet tall. The males have a black coloration around their necks, while females are all gray. And ladies, you are going to love the female Rhea. All you gotta do is drop the eggs and walk away, leaving the guys stuck with babysitting duty. Sorry, guys. We're going to be going into the Africa section. Who here has been to Africa? I know, I wish to. Fortunately, you get to go to Africa only on spelled with 2 Ks. We just wanted to be cool. In this red section, we're going to be seeing some of the largest land animals on the planet, including, but not limited to, the African elephant and the white rhino. Welcome to Africa! You guys thought I was normal. Coming up, we're going to be seeing the white rhinos, but we're also going to see some of our ostriches. They're currently laying on a nest of eggs, the largest eggs in the world. White rhinos can get up to about 3,000 pounds. Despite their size, they can run just as fast as a horse as well. But rhino horns are not true horns. They are made out of the same stuff your fingers, nails, and hair are made out of, which is called keratin. As long as the root is intact, they can regrow a broken horn. But also on our left-hand side, dominating our left-hand side, are the African elephants. Now, all of these ladies have been here since 1974, since our park first opened. And female African elephants travel in herds, the largest and the oldest being the matriarch. Ours is Lucy. She's hanging out all the way over there, where our warden is and our VIP tourists. African elephants can weigh up to 7 tons. That's over 14,000 pounds. And they can eat up to 300 pounds of food a day. But ladies, be very, very glad you are not an elephant. It takes 22 months to gestate a baby. You will be pregnant for almost 2 years. And then you give birth to a 300-pound baby. Now there's a difference between the African elephant and the Asian elephant. The first being their ears. African elephant ears are shaped like Africa, while Asian elephant ears are shaped like Asia. But the other way is their tusks. Both the male and the female African elephant get to have the tusks, while only male Asian elephants get tusks. Now their trunks are also their hands. Helps them eat up anything that they want to eat, such as the dirt that you see on their backs. We also have our grand zebras. Now this species of grand zebra, you're going to notice easily that the babies are actually a light and noticeable brown with white stripes. And the adults look like they're black. It's actually a really dark brown. Now ostriches, being the largest bird in the reptile family, are also the fastest two-legged animal on the planet. And there is Fred. He is a marabou stork. He is actually a carnivore scavenger, so the bald head of us protects him from disease. And in the water feature we have Asian water buffalo. You're wondering why the Asian water buffalo are here? That's because we have the most bodies of water for them to swim in. Yes, their limbs are contorted to allow them to swim. Now the male ostrich is the one with the black and white feathers, while females are all gray. And here's a fun fact for you. Ostriches were once used as war mounts. They rode ostriches in Africa. Reason one, being the zebra could not be domesticated. They still cannot be. They are too aggressive. They're more synonymous with donkeys. We're a little wet there, buddy. And welcome to the wild place. If that statue back there did not say you were going to see giraffes soon, I don't know what will, because it took me 2 months to realize that was a statue of a giraffe. In this section, we're going to see grass, trees, and a whole lot more of stock. And maybe some peacocks. Yes, they are beautiful, but they are also considered an invasive species in Florida. Yes, if you go to Florida, you will see a lot of peacocks. Hanging out on the left-hand side, you're going to find a piece of oryx. A piece of oryx is normally found out in the hot desert. They can raise their body temperature to 116 degrees Fahrenheit, which helps them reduce the loss of water in their body as they traverse the desert. Also on our right-hand side, we have the Dama gazelle. The beautiful white and brown animals over here are the largest and the rarest of the gazelle species. They are critically endangered in the wild due to hunting. And on the left, we have the largest of the antelope species in Africa, the common eland. They stand between 6 and 8 feet tall from the shoulder. Despite the size you see them at, they can jump up to 8 feet high from a standstill. They would much rather dodge their opponents than run away. We have some babies. They are adorable. We're also going to start seeing some of our bachelor herd of black park. Males and the only ones that will turn to jet black color. And then we're going to find the Elastis water park on the left. Elastis water park got that name because of the circle on their butt. Looks more like they sat on a toilet seat. But there also is a good oil on their fur, which makes them for waterproof when going through water. And if you look carefully on the right, you might find a baby giraffe hanging out the back. She's still too... No, not the tall one, the small one. She's still a little too young to hang out here and get the bigger ones. Hanging out on our right, you're going to find the blue wildebeest, also known as the white-bearded gnu. One of the most numerous animal species in Africa. The whole rest of the gnu species are hanging out at the back because they are giving birth to babies. Hanging out on the left, we have the scimitar horned oryx. These guys are cousins to the visa oryx, but they were once completely extinct in the wild 30 years ago. So for 30 years, not a single new species had been introduced until 2 years ago. Thanks to Africa and their conservation efforts, they were able to reintroduce an entire herd into the wild. They had recently... And hanging out near the giraffe feeding deck are the rest of our tower of giraffes. That's what you call a group of giraffes, a tower. Those giraffe feedings happen every hour on the half hour. It's a really cool experience. Also here at Camp Aventura, we have food, drinks, the Soaring Eagle zip line, we have restrooms. We also now serve more food, and for those of age, we do have alcohol. Please, make sure you drink it before you get on the truck.
Вообще три дочки, мы все на WhatsApp в одной группе, не надо каждому писать. Раз отправил, одну фотографию. $10. Это можно бесплатно?
Не, написано $10.
Я поднимаюсь, и потом туда.
Ну вот, подняли, видите, наверху.
While the truck is in motion. Up ahead of us, right here on the road, is one of the red and colite cattle. All the other ones are probably right down the hill. Look at the horns. Largest horns on any animal. They can be over 6 feet from tip to tip. Head and horns can weigh over 100 pounds. How'd you like to carry that around all day? And there's the rest of them, including the 2 little calves. One at the bottom, one next to the tree. One of those calves is 2 weeks old, the other one is 4 weeks old. Now, we're going to go around and we're going to cross our raging river right here. And let me tell you something about these trucks. These are 5-ton military vehicles. We have 20 of them. They were built between 1984 and 87. That means they were all in service during the 1991 Gulf War. We love these trucks. We've done a lot of customizing to them, not just the canopy, but also the running gear, the bed, everything. We could not run this safari without them. The alternative would have been a bus, and you would have been looking through a glass window. No fun. Until it rains. Wave goodbye to the giraffes.
Bye, giraffe.
Goodbye, girls. We're entering the Serengeti Grasslands. Now, we have 2 animals here, antelope, with some very interesting stories that I will tell you. We also have a couple of babies that we're going to try to find for you. Because I love pointing out the babies. The black wildebeest. This animal, look at the babies. There's a baby right on the ground next to the mommy in the grass. There's another one out next to the mother further out. That's one of the larger ones out there. Now these babies are 2 weeks old, 4 weeks old, and I think 6 weeks. They were pretty evenly spaced. Now the white-tailed gnu used to be extinct in the wild. The addax is a desert dweller. They have a unique feature. In the winter on the desert, when it's cooler, they're a light brown color. Absorbs sunlight, keeps them warmer. In the summer, you see what they do. They turn snow white. Reflects the sunlight, cools them down. One of the few animals in the world that changes color with the seasons. Only we get whiter instead of darker. All right. Over against the fence, we need a ½ inch. Because I'm going to tell you a story. Yeah, they're down on the bottom, I know. We have always had 2 prides here. 2 years ago, we had supposedly. And we got bones right down here. They have 3-year-old bears in the general population. So they'll probably be introduced to the other bears. Now, bears do like water. They're very good swimmers and fishermen. They go in the water here to cool off, to get rid of insects, and to get... See, look, heads down underwater, eyes underwater, everything. I'm actually up and down. See, doing it? Okay. We have these in the pouch. big enough to stick their heads out or legs out of the pouch. By the way, the big male here in the middle, look at the tail on him. They can support their whole body weight up on those tails. Look at them. The emu don't even have, this is where pouch hanging under her. She's got a young Joey in there, but it's probably not old enough to stick its head out yet. Oh, here we go, right here. Look at the one standing up right there. Look at the pouch hanging underneath her. She's got a good-sized Joey in that pouch. But again, I don't see a head sticking out. The other one with the Joey is standing out, folks. She's hopping away. Look at this big Bengal tiger, folks. Let me explain, freeloaders. Now, in front of us are the mixed herd of Oudads, the ones with the curved horns, and black buck, the ones with no horns. By mixed herd, we mean all the females. In fact, here's one of the male Oudads right there. Look at the baby in front of the feeder trough there. All right. We have Spot first, Noah behind her. Noah's the male right behind her. Look at that. Now look at Nadia. She's in the water right there, folks. Oh, and Nadia's a tiger. And Zuri's a lion. Let me tell you what. Look at her sign with her. Look at the ears going back. These began playing together. They got to be friends. The vets decided to try raising them together. Well, they're the best.